Shit, young nigga get rich.
Period.
Ain't nothing in between that, you know. Trying to get away from here.
Before 42, Dugg would drop tracks One of One, Hard Times, World on My Shoulder, and Grace and We Paid alongside Lil Baby off his 2020 album My Turn.
As far as me rapping, shit, I started rapping in jail.
Before 42, Dugg would get mentorship from both Yo Gotti and Lil Baby, signing a joint venture between 4PF and Collective Music Group.
Yeah, damn, motherfucker wanna rob you all day. Shit like that, you can't be certain places. It's dangerous.
Before 42, Dugg would clock in just shy of 1 million Instagram followers, 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, and 15,000 followers on Twitter at the time of this recording. Before 42, Dugg would come up with the iconic whistle sound, which kicked off nearly every song off his 2020 mixtape, Young and Turnt Volume 2.
Just like, from that point on, he was just making calls for me, getting my music on work, like just doing it for me, you know what I'm saying?
Now, for decades, Detroit has made attempts to becoming a major city in rap, with the exception of a few, most notably Eminem. These aspirations, well, they've never fully realized for a variety of reasons. Enter 42 Dugg, who wants to be the person who bridges the gap between the Detroit rap scene and national audiences, and if street cred means anything, well, this kid, he's got a whole bunch of it.
I don't fuck about none of that. I'm this doing 75 years, you talking about a paddock. Get your ass out my face before I kill you.
At only 25 years old, well, 42 Dugg, he's already served 6 years in prison. That's where he first learned to rap, but at the time, well, he was just keeping his talents to himself. In fact, he told Billboard, "I would just keep to myself and keep my raps to myself. I was in jail for 6 years, and MFers, well, they ain't never heard me rap. Except for a few people, they were surprised that I was rapping." After starting to rap in 2015, well, Dugg, he began to take his rhyming career more seriously upon regaining his freedom in 2017. And then he quickly caught the ear of Lil Baby. I'll explain more a little later in this video. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Michael McCrudden back at it again with a brand new Before They Were Famous video. This one requested by you guys. Now, we're running polls every weekday, allowing you guys to decide who we feature next, so please keep your suggestions coming in. Other recent drops on this channel include Jack Boy and an update on Lil Baby, so be sure to check those out after this one. Alright, now let's get into this video. Be sure to subscribe and hit that bell. Boom! Lil Dugg was born Dion Marquise Hayes on November 25th, 1994 in good old Detroit, Michigan.
Oh, I'm from Whittier and Wayburn.
Okay.
East side of Detroit.
Being from the east side of Detroit, one of the city's roughest areas, well, Dugg, he landed himself into some legal trouble for carjacking and felony firearms possession while the kid was still a teenager. Now, his arrest, it earned Dugg 4 years in prison, but he ended up doing 6 after his sentence was extended for a physical altercation with another inmate. But we ain't at that part of the story just yet. Now, his childhood nickname, it was Dugg, and the number 42. Well, he and his crew, they were attached to that as it stands for the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything. That's according to author Douglas Adams, who wrote The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Let's roll a clip.
The answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything is 42.
Now, before getting locked up, he had grown up listening to a whole lot of Jeezy and his later mentor, Yo Gotti. He told Billboard, "I used to listen to Jeezy and Yo Gotti all day. I got into Gotti, but I was on Jeezy from the get-go. Of course, since I was listening to Jeezy, everyone wanted to be trapping and we really was just having fun, and everyone wanted to go skate and be kids. I F with Big Sean as soon as he dropped too. Now, we also like to party and hit up the skate park, but as the story goes, well, a life hustling on the streets, it caught up with him fast, and he found himself behind bars at the age of just 15. Now, all in all, this turned out to be a bit of a blessing in disguise, because it was while behind bars in his 4th year that he learned that he had a talent for rap. Now, while placed into solitary confinement after an altercation, well, that's when he started to freestyle with himself. And then in the 1 hour per day that he was allotted to leave confinement, well, he would rap to a select few of his fellow inmates.
Yeah, my brother was across from me.
What?
Oh, yeah. My brother Rico, he was across from me. So I used to be like, what this sound like? And he like, go out there and do that shit. Like, see what's going on.
Period.
Although in Dugg's eyes, well, his raps, they weren't very good. And in that interview with the Stewie Show, well, Dugg admitted that he thought his initial material was more or less bull. Now in his interview with Billboard, he further explained, "I had gone to the hole and I ain't got shit to do. I was hungry as a mother, so I put some shit together. I didn't like my raps, so I threw all them away. I went back to the hole and I thought, this shit is starting to sound alright."
Shit, ain't nobody teach me. I taught myself.
Trial and error? Experimentation?
Yeah. Just around.
Something you wanted to do or somebody pushed you to do?
Nah, I want none of that. It was just something to do.
In 2018, Dugg, he began to acknowledge rap as more of a serious career path. In 2018, at the studio with fellow Detroit rapper 42 Twin, 42 Dugg, he wrote his first breakout single, Mama, I'm Sorry.
I disappointed her when I ain't come home on time. And she loved me really about my uncle, my homeboys. It sound like it's about a hoe, but it's really about my homeboy.
Now this track, it's an open letter to his mother apologizing for having his jail sentence extended by 2 years after, he got paroled. Now this song, it was a bit of a failure to launch, and Dugg has said that even though people may not have listened to it then, well, he thinks that they're going to appreciate it more later. Now that track being a self-proclaimed failure, well, it made him shift his focus to figure out what was working for him instead of what wasn't working. Now from there, he unloaded projects like 11241 Wayburn and 11241 Wayburn Part 2 in 2018. Now Dugg, he began to hit his musical stride as he earned thousands of streams on SoundCloud. Now I assumed there was something behind this address, so we decided to look it up on Google Earth, and it looks like that house, whatever it was, well, it's been demolished. Now that same year, he dropped The Streets, a Babyface Ray assisted single that helped give him his most visibility to date. Now the video for the track, it now has amassed over 8.3 million views on YouTube at the time of this recording. That year, his music, it caught the ear of Lil Baby in 2018, and the two, they first hung out while gambling. Now Dugg admitted that Lil Baby, he got him good one time in his Billboard interview. He also stated, "Yeah, we used to shoot dice and shit. I called him one day and he was listening to one of my songs. They already knew that I rapped and they were rapping along. Then I came to Atlanta and Baby asked me to play some of my music for him. It was really just turned from there." This was 2018. Now this was the start of their partnership, but there was another rapper who had an eye on the young talent. Enter Yo Gotti.
I met Gotti, really, Baby had put Gotti on my music, you know what I'm saying? So
That's love. And the rest is history, huh?
no, really, he played my music, but he didn't tell him who I was. Gotti, I asked, well, who is this? He like, this is my homeboy from Detroit. He like, this is my homeboy from Detroit. He hard, you know what I'm saying? But he said he was gonna turn me on to Gotti, like, I want you to sign my homie, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? But he was trying to sign me at the same time.
So there's a lot going on.
Yeah, so he like, I don't just want to just give you to him, you know what I'm saying?
In 2019, Baby and Gotti, they got into a bidding war over the young kid before he signed a joint venture. Now 42, he signed to Yo Gotti's Collective Music Group along with Lil Baby's 4PF imprint. And from there, well, he dropped his Young and Turnt project. More recently, he landed his first ever Billboard Hot 100 chart placement by appearing on Lil Baby's song Grace. And with all this success, well, he still has the law to look out for. Because recently the kid, he got arrested for firing a gun at a gun range while having a felony history. Thankfully, the kid was out in no time. Now speaking about his success, well, 42 Dugg, he had this to say. "I feel like everything I do is from the heart. I don't do no clout chasing, none of that fake shit. You're gonna get the real with me every time. You know what I'm saying?" And yes, we do know what you're saying. He's also become a XXL freshman class list nominee, so if you're a fan, be sure to go over and send your support. But, go support him, huh? Go follow him on Twitter, Instagram, and vote for him for, you do what you gotta do. As for the rest of the story, well, I'm gonna wrap this one up here because this, of course, is before they're famous. My name's Michael McCred, and we drop a new celebrity bio each and every day, so be sure to let us know who's next in the comments down below. Stay tuned to our community tab where we do daily polls, and it's really helping me out with you guys telling me who you want me to do. 42 Dugg, that was a highly requested video, so we finally got her done. All right, I'll see you guys in another video. Boom!